Delegates, my name's Glen. I'm from the Maritime Union of Australia and I rise to support this report. Like so many industries, the maritime industry is not immune to the ruthless bosses undermining workers' rights and using EBA terminations to strip the conditions and wages of workers. Bosses who continually speak of their core values and company propaganda can be the same people who have weaponised EBA termination loopholes and used it as a bargaining tactic to scare the workforce into submission and into accepting inferior conditions. We've seen EBA termination threats at Qantas. Port Kembla coal workers have also been threatened, as have rail workers recently and Patrick Morphy's last year. Countless more industries have had to deal with this, but delegates, some truths remain eternal. Workers have the right to organise. Workers have the right to bargain. Workers have the right to stand together in times of struggle. Companies should have no right to bludgeon workers into submission by ripping their conditions away through antiquated and misused parts of the Fair Work legislation. I'm the Secretary of the MUA from the Port of Newcastle, the jewel of the crown in New South Wales. I'd also like to recognise my Deputy Branch Secretary, Dennis Outram, and Port Kembla Secretary Mick Cross, who are also delegates at this conference. We've seen in my port the tugboat company Svitzer make application to terminate their EBA, threatening the conditions of some 100 tugboat workers that bring ships in and out of the port every day. The same tugboat workers who were called heroes only a few months ago after saving the Portland Bay that was nearly shipwrecked off the rocks of the Royal National Park. 3 years of bargaining has resulted in a company putting an application into the Fair Work Commission to strip the wages and conditions of not only these workers, but tugboat workers all around Australia. Tugboat workers are essential and ensure that ships can safely navigate in and out of ports in New South Wales. What is unacceptable is the threat that they can have their wages cut by some 40% when they are returned to an award system that is out of touch with minimum industry standards. Delegates, we have an award system that is broken and out of touch. As a Labor Party, we can no longer stand idly by and allow companies to send workers back to a defunct award system. This is a real space for industrial reform in Australia and to swing the pendulum back in favour of working people. Delegates, united we bargain, divided we beg.